Greetings, all of you sweet honeybees out there in the hive. Welcome to Humans in Bloom, a podcast by the Electric Honeypot Project. Life is a community garden. We are the flowers. It's time for us to get our hands dirty. We'll tend to our roots, plant new seeds, water our ideas, and share our gardening tips. Let's grow together and make the world a more beautiful place. I'm your magical host, Everbee, the serious bee spirit, and I am so very grateful that you are here joining me today for another fearless conversation meant to expand perspectives and create authentic connection. I took a little time away after uploading my last episode because I needed some time to focus on my self care and my emotional well being. The last episode that I uploaded was a very heavy one for me to talk about, as I spoke about how I have been enabling trauma within my life and within the lives of people around me because I was too scared to confront my childhood trauma. But I also spoke about how I have been overcoming that fear and finally made the decision to go full no contact with my family. In this episode, I want to focus on the magic that takes place within our lives when we finally surrender and let go of things that are weighing us down to trust the process of our healing and our becoming journey. Well, it's more of a remembrance than a becoming because this entire journey is about remembering who you are at your core and getting back to who you were before all of the trauma that took place to begin with. We each have this divine blueprint that makes up our lives, which is why we go through the experiences that we do. Many people will call it God's plan. Spirit, universe, God, whatever it is that you want to call it, it is all the same in my book. So as you listen to this episode, if you hear me using a term that does not resonate with you, consider what I'm saying from the perspective that you understand, with the terms that resonate with you. Swap it out with your own understanding. The whole goal of today's episode is to provide examples to show you that when you release what is not meant for you, you make room for what is meant for you. The things that are meant for your highest good will never pass you by, and you can never lose the things that are truly meant for you. After my last episode, I have actually had so many blessings and miracles take place in my life that I am so very grateful for. I'm going to talk a little bit about them. But first, I just want to talk about my thought process with going no contact with my family. I've really been spending a lot of time over the years preoccupying my mind and my heart with thoughts like, why am I not enough for these people? Why do they spend time with each other but not with me? Even though I see them in private, like talking badly about each other, so it doesn't even really make sense that I'm having these thoughts when why do I want to be around people that are two-faced like that anyway? But when I finally made this decision to fully choose myself, my healing, and trust in my personal journey of evolution, personal development, spiritual evolution, Spirit, God, the universe really has been granting me everything that I need right when I need it. Faith, Faith really does move mountains, you guys, and faith looks different for everybody. I'm not saying to go out there, pick up a Bible, pray to God. Faith is a personal experience because it is all about building this personal relationship with the source that exists within you. What was it that Jesus said? The kingdom is within, right? So, let me give you a little bit of context. So, I am a disabled person, right? I have not had any income other than my disability check, the occasional tarot reading that I get here and there, and then I'm monetized on Facebook, but I've honestly only been making between like $5 and $10 a month, so I don't even really count that, but I will say this month is my highest earning month yet. The month isn't even over and I am already up 411% in what I'm making this month. So there is blessing number 1, right? It's this little sign that the things that I'm doing, the effort that I'm putting in is paying off. I'm not focusing on the numbers anymore. I'm just doing it because it's fun, right? Well, so I haven't had this income. And I'm supposed to be going up to Electric Forest. I'm actually leaving in about, oh my gosh, less than 24 hours. I'm leaving for Electric Forest and it's 2:30 in the morning as I'm recording this and here I am. I still have so much I need to do. But we're not going to worry about that right now. It all works out the way that it is meant to work out. But I have been so worried about my car because I have been behind on routine maintenance. I have needed my oil change. I've been way past due on that. I needed new windshield wipers. My back tires were balding and one of them had a nail in it and I was having to put air in my tire every day or two. And my license plate needed to be renewed this month as well. So I've just been really stressed out about a lot of different things because I haven't really been able to afford just basic adult responsibilities. And then magic took place. I've been seeing people talk about getting a redemption with Bonnaroo, and I've honestly been feeling a little bit of FOMO because I was at Bonnaroo last year. It was supposed to be my first year. We all know how that went. It got rained out. And I really wanted to go, but I obviously couldn't afford it. I told myself that I'm not going to focus on the energy of missing out. I'm just going to focus on my own thing and I'm going to set the intention that if I am meant to be there, the universe will get me there. Lo and behold, I am getting on Facebook so I can upload one of my daily reels. And there is a job posting for just squeezed juice on my feed. I applied. I filled out an application talking about my hat and like casting spells to get people to come buy lemonade, telling them that I try to bring a little bit of magic everywhere I go. And they responded wanting an interview. I wore my hat for my interview, got hired on the spot. Life literally gave me lemons for me to make lemonade out of. And I gotta say, it was one of the most amazing experiences I have had working at a music festival. I've done really rewarding work working in harm reduction spaces and also helping with picking up trash, like micro picking. But I had a lot of fun working for this company. The people that own it and that run it are really nice and they made it a lot of fun. The work itself was really easy and really fun. I got to have a bunch of really really fun. I keep saying fun, I know, but it just was a lot of fun. Interactions with patrons. I got gifted so many different things. And my coworker that I worked with for 2 days, is he technically my rave bae since we spent half the festival together? I don't know. You tell me. But we had this really nice flow going. We worked together really well, and I could see the stage. It was great. It was just this absolutely magical experience. I didn't even have to pay for my food because I could barter with lemonades and coffee. And then I also had people working at one of the pizza places camped up next to me. So they were giving me pizza when they got off work. It was just awesome. The universe took care of me. And as soon as I left, I was able to get everything taken care of on my car that I needed to take care of. And now I'm all set to get up to Electric Forest with no worries. It is such a blessing, and I really feel like this opportunity entered my life because I finally decided to stop preoccupying my mind with all of these thoughts of I'm not enough and worrying about these people that don't pour into me, and I decided to pour into myself. It's aligned action, and the universe responds to aligned action. I'm sure you've seen this online about the universe or God saying that I saw the people in your life weren't supporting you, so I sent strangers to support you. This is so true because I had another blessing take place, and I'm not telling you any of this because I want to brag. I am really excited about it, and if you're the type of person that doesn't get excited for other human beings that are having good things enter their lives, then you're not really the kind of person that I'm trying to be talking to right now anyway. But I want to tell you this because I want to show you examples of how good things can happen, but you have to learn how to let go of the things that are hurting you because healing and growth is going to feel like loss before it feels like freedom. And you have to let go of old things to make room for new things, right? Again, what's meant for you won't pass you by, but you have to let go of this fear and you have to stop settling for less than what you deserve. If you think you're not worthy of more, then you're settling and the universe is not going to give you more. But if you make the decision and you tell the universe that this is non negotiable, I am worth more than this, and you take aligned action to prove that to the universe, then it's going to reward you. Literally the same week that I posted that video, that last podcast episode, I'm pretty sure it was the same week. Um, I was actually asked, maybe it was the next week. I don't know, guys. So much has been happening that it's all kind of a blur right now. But I had someone reach out to me asking me if I wanted to go to a concert. I had so much to do before Bonnaroo. I was like, I really don't have time for this, but I'm curious what concert. He tells me that it's Les Claypool's Gold Tour at the Caverns in Pelham, Tennessee. I have been wanting to go to this show since I saw that it was going to be happening back in like January. But again, I have been a broke biatch. I have not been able to afford to go to that. So I had just put it out of my mind, out of sight, out of mind. I can't afford to go to that. I'm probably not going to get to go to that. And then here was someone literally offering me a ticket and offering to like pay for everything. And I took it. I am the queen of procrastination. So, what was missing one more day of preparation for Bonnaroo to go have some fun, listen to Primus? Oh my gosh, it was so good, you guys. And the conversations we had were really amazing too. I'm really happy that I made this new friend. I actually recorded our conversations, most of them anyway. I didn't trust myself. I was honestly a little scared to ask him if I could record our conversation in the car. And then after about 15 minutes, I'm just like, man, this conversation's been so good. Do you mind if we put on microphones so we can record? So I just wish I would have done it ahead of time. I'm still trying to learn how to fully trust myself and get over that sense of fear, because what is the worst that could happen? Someone says no, right? And that's the thing. We just got to stop being afraid and take the chance. If there is something that you want to do, if you have feelings for someone, if you're wanting to try something new, if you're wanting to learn something from someone, absolutely anything, all you have to do is get over that fear and ask. Give it a shot. Apply for that job. Ask that person out. The worst that can happen is they say no. And honestly, again, if you get rejected, it just means it wasn't meant for you and that something better is coming for you. And you can at least say you had the balls to do it, to go for it. Because the fear is just a state of mind. It's all in your head. You just have to learn how to let go of the fear and trust the process. The universe, God, spirit has much better plans for you than you could imagine. And life is so much lighter and brighter when you learn how to let go of the things that weigh you down and you stop clinging so desperately to things that you were never meant to hold on to because you're afraid of the unknown or you're afraid of losing them. Detachment can be a very scary thing, but it is so rewarding. If you love something, you let it go. If it's meant for you, it'll come back. If it doesn't come back, okay, there's something else that's coming your way. I want to talk about the real magic that's happening in my life, though, because all of these little blessings that have been showing up for me are actually just little puzzle pieces for long term sustainable blessings that Spirit has been preparing for me. And this is happening with you as well. Every little individual moment of your life, no matter how seemingly small or uneventful it is, every little moment of your life is just building you up for something greater. Life is a puzzle. Your destiny is a puzzle, and it doesn't all make sense right away until you start putting the pieces together. I have had so much creative energy flowing through me over the last couple of weeks since I posted that episode, honestly. Since I decided to let go of my family, it has just been like creativity is just flowing over me like this powerful waterfall. I have had so many ideas coming up and I have spent so much time, making social media reels, but I have also spent a lot of time just creating with my hands. I'm going to get into that in just a moment though. Again, a little bit of context. So, I am a long form content creator and I'm a writer. I am trying my best to build an audience in a world that has a very short attention span and honestly has poor literacy rates. Did you know that over 50% of the American population reads below a sixth grade level? Over 20% of the same population reads below a 20, or sorry, checking on my notes and swapping numbers up. Over 20% of the American population reads below a fifth grade level, which means they are illiterate. This is a really big deal. That is absolutely abysmal. And literacy is not just about reading words and reading books. Literacy is about our understanding and perception of the world. Reading helps us understand nuance over having these black and white extreme perspectives that we see absolutely flooding social media, our society, and our world. Literacy is about reading the world as much as it is about reading books. This is something that means a lot to my soul because my love of reading and writing is part of how I became who I am today. Ever since I was a little girl, books have been very valuable and important to me. When I was growing up in a traumatic environment, I turned to my books because they gave me hope. I was reading things such as Harry Potter, where, he's this misfit without a real family, and he discovers that he has this magic within him. He builds his own family, and the bad guy doesn't have to win in the end, and other people help him defeat the bad guy. And I was reading things like A Series of Unfortunate Events, where these kids went through these absolutely awful tragedies, and it's just this endless cycle of bad things happening to them, but they persevered through it and they never gave up. And with the experiences that I was dealing with as a child, it was these books that gave me hope. I was reading chapter books by the time I was in first grade, and by the time I made it to middle school, I was already reading at a college level. So books have obviously been a big part of my journey. And then journaling is how I have been able to process a lot of the trauma that I went through. Journaling is how I found myself again after being lost for so many years because of the trauma and the expectations that were put upon me. I am always encouraging people to journal when I hear that they don't know much about themselves, or that they're still trying to discover themselves, or when they tell me that they have trauma. Because what better way for you to learn about yourself than to write a book about yourself? It's just this really mindful practice that I think more people should be doing. I want to encourage more people to journal and to read. And reading can help us combat this brain rot that is taking over our society. I fully believe that one of the biggest reasons why our society has divulged into what it is today is because people have been turning away from books in lieu of screens. It started with television and movies, and then it moved on to the internet and social media. And it's not good for our brains. You'll see tons of people online complaining about the algorithm and how it has people hooked. Meanwhile, they're contributing to it. And people are under this impression that in order to get away from the algorithm and the marketing, that they have to go out into wilderness. And I mean, I do recommend getting out into wilderness. It is definitely good for the soul to detach in that way and spend some time out in nature. But it is so much simpler and easier than that. If you want to detach, one of the greatest ways that you can rebel against these systems and the algorithm is to read a physical book. You're not engaging in the algorithm if you are sitting with a book and turning through physical pages. Better yet, take that book and go out into the wilderness. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I sit outside and read all the time, and it's my happy place. Reading can help us strengthen our attention spans. It can help us expand our perspectives. It helps us understand that nuance. And so, as I am working on my own book and I'm trying to build a following as a writer, I actually had this idea to start making bookmarks, and I'm calling them Bookmarks for Humans in Bloom. If you are listening to this on YouTube right now, I do have a video accompanying this podcast episode where I am making bookmarks and I'm writing my affirmation cards, stuff that I'm taking with me to Electric Forest, things that I took with me to Bonnaroo. Through this project, I am not only encouraging reading, but I'm also marketing myself, and I'm spending more time creating off screen. Because while I love making the reels, I also find myself feeling very burned out because I've been on Facebook, TikTok. I've been trying to do the YouTube thing. I love my tarot videos, but that's ultimately not what I want to be doing with my life. I'm a writer. I want to be involved in the writing community and the book community. And it's just been really nice because I'm finally narrowing down all of the the extra noise. I'm a multifaceted person, and it is so difficult with so many options when you have a lot of interests, but I'm finally settling on my niche, and it feels really good. If you're interested in any of these custom bookmarks, they are all made by hand. They are all one of a kind. I do not make any duplicates. You can find them on my website, electrichoneypotproject.com. I also had this idea to start making journals as well. And it's really funny because while I was at Bonnaroo, I found out that there was a workshop for making journals. So I went over there, made one while I was there before heading to my shift for the day. And it just really felt like the universe was supporting me and confirming and encouraging my ideas. I'm going to start working on the journals whenever I get back home, but I'll be making custom journals too if that's something you're interested in. I also had an idea for a t-shirt design for this podcast. The night before I left for Bonnaroo, I did a quick sketch while trying to sleep, and then I drew a rough idea of it on the wall at Bonnaroo. There's this giant wall outside of the arch that people put artwork and graffiti on. So I left my own little mark on the wall. And then when I came home, I drew it out even further. It has just been nonstop idea after idea after idea. And everything has just been falling into place because I've let go of what isn't meant for me. I was not meant to hold on to people that don't make me feel good. None of us are meant to hold on to the things that weigh us down and don't make us feel good. If it does not radiate joy within you, ask yourself, how is this benefiting my life? Am I settling because I'm scared? We are all worthy of love and care. And when you finally stop settling, everything's going to fall into place. When you stop doubting yourself and you finally trust yourself, everything falls into place. This t-shirt design that I came up with, it's a human with a garden growing from their mind, and there's a sun around their head, like a halo, like the images of Jesus Christ and the saints. There's an earth below them, because that is where they come from. There's rainbow lights coming from their hands, because it represents our aura. When all of our chakras are fully awakened, we're humans. Hue. Hue, as in color, man's. And this all happens when you have a big, open heart. This is something else that my drawing has. And then there's bees all around, because bees, to me, represent connection to all life. They represent sweetness. They represent teamwork. All of this is very symbolic for the activation of our crystalline DNA. For those of us that choose to become our higher selves in this life. If you're interested in seeing this artwork, you can find it on my website as well, on the garden page. I do have those t-shirts available already. I've also included a time lapse of me drawing this in Procreate in the video that I've posted on YouTube for this. As I'm going out to forest, I have bookmarks, affirmation cards, and stickers, because I just got an order of 500 stickers that all still say humans with the normal spelling. And I just keep telling myself that it's okay, because it represents the unfoldment of my life and my ideas. So many people never have their dreams come to fruition because they're under the impression that they have to have it all figured out before they even get started. We set ourselves up for failure by expecting perfection when we're all beginners. No one starts off as a master. You have to start somewhere, and then you can change and adapt as you go. Life is all about trial and error. You can't have success without failure. If you never start, your dreams will never grow. It's little more than wishful thinking if you have these big dreams and you're not taking aligned action towards them. The funny thing about all of this is, when I started toying around, like, I was calling this the Electric Honeypot Podcast, but when I started toying around with changing the name to Humans in Bloom, my first thought was to actually call it Humans in Bloom. But I decided against that. I doubted myself because I thought about what other people might think. I thought, what if they don't understand what I mean by that? What if they think I'm crazy because of the conversations that I want to be having? But that's the thing. I have to stop doubting and second guessing myself, because this entire journey is about becoming my truest, most authentic self. Because that is the point of being a human in bloom, is learning how to be your most authentic self and allow your true colors to shine. It's not about being weighed down by the expectations of other people or how other people may perceive you. those that this is meant for will understand it. And if people don't understand it, then it's not meant for them. If no one understands it and I'm the only one, then so be it. Because this is my journey and this is who I am. I have been working so hard over the last week trying to get a store added to my website and get everything updated before Electric Forest. I've been making bookmarks. I've only had a week to do everything while recovering from root, and I lost some days because I was worn out from Bonnaroo. I managed to avoid the Wook flu, but tell me how I avoided that and came home and got food poisoning. Oh my gosh. I spent one day absolutely miserable with food poisoning. So I haven't even had a full week to prepare all of this, but I have been working non-stop because this is something that matters to me, and I don't want to give up on my dreams. Spirit is setting me up for something great right now, and I have to take the chance. What chances are being set up for you that you aren't taking? Your life could change if you just take the chance and trust the process. You don't have to have everything figured out. All you have to do is start taking baby steps, aligned action, doing what you can. Everything always happens the way that it is meant to happen. But you have to take aligned action if you want your dreams to manifest in this reality. Manifestation is more than just thinking about it and then it happening. You have to live your life as if it's already a reality. I have a really good feeling about Electric Forest. I honestly did not think that I would make it this year. But again, I told myself that if I'm meant to be there, the universe will get me there. I, over the last couple of years, have really been learning how to trust and have faith. This will be the third year. I've been to this will be my third time at Forest. But this will be the third year that the universe has gotten me there when I didn't think that I would make it there. In 2024, I did not have a car. I made it up there with a stranger after failing to sell my ticket 3 different times. After the third time, I knew that I was supposed to be there and that the universe would find a way. I won money on a scratch-off ticket, $100 on the way up there, so I had money to help pay for gas on the way back. And then last year, and 2024, that's when I really started stepping into the role of Electric Honeypot. Then in 2025, last year, once again, I didn't think I would make it there. But one of my closest friends, Golden Goddess, Amy, please go check out her music project because she is all about suicide prevention and self-harm reduction. She is an absolutely beautiful soul and she is worthy of love and support. She gifted me an artist pass last year, so I made it up to Forest and I took another step on Electric Honeypot last year at Forest and some magical things took place. This year, I didn't think I'd make it there. And Amy, Golden Goddess, just started a new music project with another producer, Acer Vantes. His name's Angel. He's also a beautiful person. He makes melodic dubstep and His whole platform is about showing kindness to the world. Please go check out both Golden Goddess and Ace Cervantes. But they started a new music project together called Golden Angels. Go check it out too. I absolutely love their song Keep Your Heart Safe. It just makes me feel so happy every single time I listen to it. But he was given artist passes this year in addition to Amy, and I am just so blessed that he gave me one. Angel, if you ever listen to this, I just want to say thank you. I'm going to tell you in person. I've actually been working on a gift for you and Amy, but I haven't had time with all of the creative projects going on. And I have to focus on this for me right now because I only get this one shot this year at Forest. I'm going to mail it out to you whenever we get back though. I didn't think I was going to make it, but the universe is getting me there once again. And this is a chance that I have to take. For the third year in a row, I'm taking Electric Honey Pot to a whole new level. And I have a really, really good feeling about Forest. I've already had ideas flowing about things I'm going to do while I'm up there. I've even had these intuitive nudges about some things that I think are going to happen. I don't want to talk about them right now because that's part of the magic. I want it to be a surprise. I don't exactly know what happens next, but I know that it's going to be magical. And it's because I'm focusing on my joy, my authenticity, the things that pour into my soul and make me happy, instead of focusing on people, places, and things that weigh me down and make me feel like I am unworthy. Because I know I am worthy of good things. I am worthy of everything that I dream of. I am worthy of a good life. And if you're listening to this right now, you are too. But you have to believe it. More than believing it, you have to know it. And you can't just say that you do. You have to take the aligned actions to show that you're serious about it. If you're here because you found one of my cards or bookmarks or stickers within the forest or at Bonnaroo or anywhere else out in the world, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Let's have a conversation. I want to hear about your journey. What have you been letting go of? What blessings are entering your life? What are you growing from the experiences that you've overcome? I am so very grateful that you are here existing in this very moment at the same time as me. Humanity is on this great precipice of something phenomenal. We're evolving. Thank you for being you. Thank you for supporting me. This project grows through your love and your presence. It isn't about just me. It's about us. We are Hugh Men's in Bloom. Till next time, remember to be curious, trust yourself. Most of all, stay sweet, honeybee. Sting when it counts.
Bought a one-way ticket on a hero's journey, awakened on earth. Yes, I am back again, forging my path to ascension. My mind greater than any weapon.